It's been a quite small amount of time since I've started talking. Oh, hello, hello. It's high time I record a video. Anywho, today's subject of matter is college, my IRL life, and where I go for probably 8 hours for 6 days in a week. Really depends, honestly. But yes, college. I sit there for 7 hours. I'm not counting breaks in total. 7 hours for the entire day. Wow, cool. So, what's interesting in listening to a college story? Well, I don't know. So, I guess if you're interested, stay tuned to find out. A few brief things about the college. First of all, the college is extremely well disciplinary. So, if said teacher sees someone talking or disrupting the class, well, they're not afraid to take any sort of action, which I must sadly say that they do beat up students. If said students aren't up to the mark, well, get ready to get beaten up. Yeah, that's a real thing in the college. And yeah, even I don't like this system, but that's how it is, sadly. Okay. And yeah, teachers are awesome. I'm not here to promote any sort of hate, bullying, or violence against them. I am only doing this just as a narrative purpose and to only like give some spice to the story, I guess. Now, moving on to the first story. Alright, here's my first year story. So, my college held a function for newcomers, and it happens every year. It's called a Freshers' Day for the new first year students to join in and have some fun. It's basically a small little party where students organize, seniors welcome juniors. Well, until last year, a bit of juniors also joined the performance this year, but I really don't care now. So yes, the college organized Freshers' Day, and it was pretty fun. We all had fun in that day. I came to college dressed up. Like you never get to dress up normally. We have uniforms, but it's the one few days you can actually get to dress up. So that day we all went to the auditorium to have a lot of fun because it was the only day in like the entire history of college you will get a day to have fun for yourself and your friends. So yes, the college invited everybody and we all went to the auditorium. The program started and yes, during the programs there was small events organized by the seniors. The events had dancing and all those sort of stuff. And yes, an audience could also participate, but the twist is that there was a massive box of chits, and they used to pick up names from the chits. I mean names by shuffling the chits and reading them out to the audience, and one of the audience members have to step onto the stage to do said activity. So yes, during this event, a few of my friends were called, uh, namely two of my other friends, and I was called for some surprising reason. I honestly wanted to be picked that day. I mean, yeah, and I was called onto the stage. So I went up there onto the stage. The activity was, imitate a teacher. And yeah, I was standing afraid. I really did not know who to imitate because I'm just a newbie student. I've only been here for just like a month or something because I joined late to the college. And yes, we were told to imitate someone. I desperately tried finding out a teacher to imitate. I really didn't know much teachers around that time because I was a newbie again. So yeah, I was the last one to go on. Both of my friends did awesome imitations of the PE teacher and the math teacher. My one of the personnel behind, a senior, told me to imitate another math teacher. A math teacher who is well known for her attitude towards students and for especially pulling off a small dialogue called "I'm kicking you out." So, like she was her manner of threatening people to make be silent by kicking them out. Honestly, I had another option in which there was a very famous teacher, our favorite chemistry teacher, who was a newbie at that time. She joined the college and she was teaching chemistry for the first years. We all were excited. I was planning to do her, but then someone in the back said, "Hey, do the math teacher, do the math teacher." I was like, okay. And then I went on to the stage and imitated my math teacher. Oh my god. Crowd literally laughed. They laughed so hard. Like I don't even understand. I'm not sure. I might be over dramatizing this. Might have not laughed that much, but yeah, they actually did. I just walked off the stage shuddering and expecting like I'm probably screwed by the teacher. And then yeah, after the program, the teacher actually told me it was very funny. The whatever I tried. Anyway, now moving on. So yeah, the other teacher who I planned to imitate had a very very funny dialogue. See, one thing in my college to know is that many teachers in my college are not very good in English, not like professional level English. They primarily speak Kannada, but yeah, they do know English though. At least some chunk of it. At least most of the teachers don't know very well English very well. Wow, I butchered of my English there. Moving on. So yes, that she actually had a signature dialogue called "What Happens." What happens? And everyone started laughing at her for that. She was supposed to say "What happened," but she said "What happens," which became a very famous dialogue after she started repeating it very often, screaming at students. So, yeah, honestly, in the next part of my video, I will cover the story of what happens. But yes, this is one of the stories and which happened, an incident which happened in the first year. In fact, I do have the video, but I'm not planning to show it because it has my real life face, and I don't really want to dox myself online. It's not fun to dox someone, and it's not. I don't want people to see me embarrassing myself at that moment. But yes, that's the video. So moving on to the next segment, which is going to be a second year story which I experienced. So, this story is from my second year of college. Now, I'm gonna give a quick disclaimer to the sensitive viewers out there. If you're sensitive by any chance, please click off the video. This story might include a bit of loud shouting, banging, and mentions of all those. And if you're sensitive, I highly advise you to please click off the video. It's not worth your time if you're staying here. And thank you for watching so far. It really means a lot for me. Anyway, moving on. So, another thing in my college is that teachers aren't permanent. At least for a year or something, they don't stay. So, some teachers occasionally get the notion to, well, leave in between the college years, which is a common thing in my college. And we've grown to, well, get used to it, I guess. So, yes, we had a new physics teacher who joined in just like this year or something. Yeah. He was, well, the teacher for the competitive exams, and he was, well, strict, like your average college teacher. So this guy was a bit of an extreme strict. Okay? Note this, is this will be crucial for the latter half of the story. So in this story, what happened was one day our class was, well, being problematic and tantruming and, well, being irritating in general, which annoyed the teacher a lot. So the class was talking, noisy, disruptive, and were very hyperactive in that time. So unfortunately, he was a victim to my class's very talkative behavior. So yes, the class unfortunately had to experience what happened next. So due to all the talking and all the disruptive stuff our classmates did, especially the boys, this led to the teacher raging hard. At first he asked nicely to, well, silence the students, but the students, well, being students and hyperactive people, did not pay any heed to him. This led him to rage extremely hard and start shouting at the students. Also, this teacher had a microphone. Well, because students are disruptive and they don't listen to teachers, some teachers wear a microphone to, well, increase the sound level. And yeah, due to the microphone being there, his shout was heard very loud even though the door was closed. This literally scared me because I was answering in class, and this also scared many students and shocked them to silence. But some students, well, being hyperactive people, like I mentioned, continued and persisted, even though the teacher roared, cursed against us, and wanted us to fail. Well, yeah, he did that. He secretly was like, "Oh, you're gonna fail. Okay, you're gonna fail in this competitive exams. You don't even listen in this class." So after that, this time the rage was doubled. His rage was so much that he took up the duster, a wooden duster, and slammed it against a metal podium which was in the class. The metal podium was there for the lecturers or teachers to dump the mouse, or, well, we have presentation style teaching, or, well, the dusters and stuff. So instead of using it constructively, he banged against the duster, knowing well that the duster banging against a metal podium would make a loud amount of noise. This seriously scared me that day. I was so scared. I had to duck, like, I started trembling and all that, and I ducked. Yes, I was so scared. He roared after that, like for straight 15 minutes. He was still cursing against us. Well, yeah, and I'm still scared to this day. Luckily, I don't know, unluckily or luckily, he quit teaching our class after that because my class was just too disruptive and too annoying to be taught to. So he quit teaching our class, and, well, that's the end of that story. So overall, I really don't say that the college is overall a really really bad place, even though I keep saying it often, ironically. But yes, the college very strange place to learn stuff from. But then some incidents make me change my mind. My friends, of course, make me change my mind sometimes. But then, yeah, these incidents do shake me to this day. I am still scared of that teacher. But honestly, I'd say he's a nice guy. I really don't think he's a bad guy. And for the first one, my teacher actually didn't scold me. She just let me off and actually applauded me for acting out as her. That was pretty funny. And also, I wanted to highlight, wow, thank you all for 200 subscribers. For more than 200 subscribers, I'm probably gonna reach more than 250 at this rate. Thank you all for supporting me. Honestly, it really means a lot, and it really helps me to work and get motivated for this channel. 200 subscribers is honestly a lot. Like I already said, it might be smaller than many big channels, but at least I got 200 people to watch my videos, and honestly, it means a lot. Thank you all for watching this video. I hope you have an awesome day. Maybe not as bad as mine on that day, but yeah, thank you all for watching my video. Hope you have an awesome, cool day, like I previously said, and see you next time.